Good afternoon, viewers. We are here at the Marentia this afternoon for the SA School of Soccer that is holding their pre-season tournament. And with me here today, it's none other but the two gentlemen that are the pioneers and the inspiration behind this beautiful team, this beautiful academy, and this beautiful vision. I'm not going to waste so much of your time, but I'm going to introduce you to the head honchos of the team. On my left here, it's none other but the founder of the team and the man with the inspiration for the team, Jacques.
Yeah, thank you for giving me the world. I'm so happy for that tournament. I think you are working so hard for everything to be fun.
Lucky, introduce yourself to the viewers.
Thank you. My name is Lucky Sebukwane, the head coach of South Africa School of Soccer. My role within the structure is to manage the football, specifically the technical part of football.
Yeah. Coach, you started in 2018. What could you tell us has been the highlights of the academy up to so far?
The highlight of the academy, we're looking to work so different than any other club or any other academy within the country. With aligning with our vision that we're nurturing the talent within our communities, to understand, because we believe that players in South Africa, they really need to be exposed internationally, like in abroad.
Coach, in 2018, you guys, set up and said you'll take part in some of the major tournaments. Can you just mention some of the tournaments that you're looking into your own personal career? You've got major tournaments like your Engine Knockout, you've got your Danone Nations Cup, you've got your Holter Sisulu Discovery. Just tell me some of these things and how they bolt onto the vision that you have.
Okay, our vision is to go beyond the local tournament, the local major tournament. Our vision is to go international tournaments. As when we started, we have played Gothia Cup
in Sweden.
Sweden. So this year we're taking our under-15s to France to play one of the biggest tournaments in France. So when you look at our vision, it's more way beyond playing the local tournaments. Because as I said before, our vision is to make sure that this talent is exposed internationally.
Okay. And coach, tell me, yourself, being spotted as a talent, obviously being a coach, you're also bringing a talent and a passion. Tell me about some of your qualifications that back up the work that you're doing. Are you CAF accredited, FIFA accredited, and so forth?
Okay, so far I'm holding the kind of a highest development qualification, which is BCAF license. But that BCAF license, it doesn't go along just a simple license. I'm also a qualified child and youth care worker. That's a special skill that I bring into the club, to understand. Because we believe that a child, it's not only exposing of the talent, but the child also needs to be taken care of emotionally, socially, because we've got a lot of kids coming from different backgrounds.
Yes. Give me a brief background into today's exercise, why you guys decided to have this pre-season tournament, and it could be a Saturday where the boys could be doing other things and whatever. What brought about this initiative of saying, let's have this pre-season tournament today?
Okay, the pre-season tournament, the initiative of the pre-season tournament is to get the boys ready, get the energy going. As this pre-season is also preparing us for a France trip with under-15s. So if you check, if you have a close look, the invited teams are more likely your under-13 and under-15s. For the age group. So these are kids that need to be kept busy more out of the street. Because when it's a weekend and you don't have a league game, as the leagues haven't started yet, they kind of like get to be distracted by anything bad, drugs, alcohol, crime. So we're running away from that. So we said we're going to start early with our preparation. We're going to do a pre-season tournament that will get everyone excited and happy.
Okay. And coach, tell me, the France trip, when you're having to tell a youngster that I'm going to be taking you for, some of them will be on their second trip or so forth, and not sure about that. But what is the hype, the euphoria? What is it like,
So we just want to make it a an everlasting experience, an experience that a child will never experience in his life. Do you understand? Getting an opportunity to play in France, getting an opportunity to be watched by over, 50 academies, 50 worldwide best academies, Barcelona's, your Real Madrid, your Paris.
Yeah.
So those are the things that we want to get our boys exposed to, as they come back to the country. We want them to talk about the experience. We want them to share the experience, because what we're doing here, it's a lifetime opportunity.
Yes. And what are you looking for, as part of your talent identification program? I mean, you've got visiting teams here and whatever. Is there also an amount of scouting that you are using as part of this exercise?
Okay, the whole vision, I'm not only looking into have a best player.
Yes.
I'm not only looking to have a team that will win a league.
Yes.
But I want to have a player that will be sellable, a player that will be a market.
Yes.
Do you understand? So that's our vision.
Okay. All right. And do you feel that you're getting the right kind of support from the management and the rest of the team here, the board?
Since with my coaching experience, this is one of the best best management team that I've ever worked with. You always find a team manager there. You always find a director at any time with a call. He always pushes you. There's everything. It's going.
And I also saw a good mixture, in terms of, boys from different races, your color Indians in your under-9 team. Tell me about that type of synergy.
So we're trying to create a free cultural zone community where we want to have any kind of a race. It can be Indian, it can be black, it can be white. To us it's one. Understand? As long as you're within this continent of Africa, we treat you as one.
Africa, it's one continent. Yes. And tell me, the Easter is just around us. Are you guys looking at putting together maybe a small Easter tournament that will woo you guys as a final preparatory for the trip to France?
I'm having a discussion with my management in terms of the Easter. Yeah. We might have workshops coming in for the 15-year-old, for the 17-year-olds and 19-year-olds. Yeah. So that's still in plan. So it should be out in media as soon as possible. We're done with the discussions.
Coach, looking forward to a follow-up interview, after your Easter workshop. We do hope that everything is of the best, and looking forward to meet you again.
Thank you.
Jacques, tell me about the brilliant partnership that you have with yexpressnews, and how this is going.
Yeah, it's a very good partnership. I'm so happy. Yeah, you are in partnership since 2 years now. Yeah, I'm so happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you've taken some of the trips together, Sweden and so forth.
Yeah, we always travel together. Yeah. We travel in Sweden. Yeah. You always follow us all over in the world. Yeah. This year again, we are going in France together.
So we're looking forward to a brilliant partnership going forward.
Yeah.
Tell me about yourself. What brought you into this? You told me that you're an ex-football star and whatever. This love, this passion for the game, what brought it about? When did it start?
Oui, en fait, j'ai commencé le foot quand j'étais très jeune. Ouais, j'ai eu le soutien de ma famille. Donc du coup, je suis passé par l'Afrique du Sud où j'ai joué en Afrique du Sud. Et après, je suis allé en France où j'ai eu une courte carrière en France. Et j'ai tellement été marqué par l'Afrique du Sud. Et je me suis dit, pourquoi pas revenir en Afrique du Sud pour donner l'opportunité aux jeunes talents sud-africains. Donc c'est la raison pour laquelle je suis venu. Et du coup, je me suis dit, il faut mettre ce projet en place en Afrique du Sud.
Yeah. And now, Senor, there's so many projects that you could have introduced and whatever. Why that love for the young kids, Yeah.
Ouais. Oh, oui, mais comme je dis toujours, l'avenir, c'est la jeunesse. Yeah. Oh, oui, donc il faut commencer par la jeunesse pour être adulte. Donc, du coup, nous sommes obligés de commencer par là. Donc, c'est la raison pour laquelle nous donnons l'opportunité à ces jeunes en espérant qu'ils puissent accomplir leurs rêves demain.
Okay. Ouais. And the trip to France for the young kids, how big is it, to you and the club?
Oh, oui, j'avais été contacté par quelques agents français qui m'ont fait part de ce tournoi qui se joue en France exactement, à Tix. Vu l'ampleur du tournoi, parce qu'il y a le PSG, il y a Il y a Barcelone, il y a Real de Madrid, il y a des très grands clubs.
Yeah.
Donc du coup, je me suis dit, pourquoi pas participer à ce tournoi. Et à partir de là, ces jeunes talents pourront être exposés. Et justement, nous avons reçu une invitation. Et au mois de mai, nous serions en France pour ce tournoi.
Okay. What is your mission for 2020? What do you want to see happening by the end of 2020?
Oui, notre mission, c'est de voir ces jeunes talents évoluer peut-être dans des grandes académies en Europe.
Yeah.
Oui, c'est de voir ces jeunes à la fin d'année être contents. Oui, du résultat, de l'évolution qu'ils ont eu à travers le travail que mes collaborateurs font. Ouais.
All the best then.
Ok, merci
Cheers.
bien. Ok, merci.
Here this afternoon at the Morake Primary School, that is the home base of the SA School of Soccer, that is having their pre-season tournament. I'm joined here by none other but the administrative director, who goes by the name of
Clement Fudaifila.
Yeah. Clement, exciting day this afternoon with this tournament here and so forth. Tell me, you guys have gone for the bold step of changing the vision of your company, to turn it into an NPO, NGO. What motivated that? Yeah.
Okay, as I mentioned earlier when I had a meeting with some of my partners this morning, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. Up until now, it's still not easy. We've been running as a PTY, and all the money that we invested, like I said, the money was coming from our pocket, and which is not easy to run such a big structure. So we thought of changing the company from a PTY to an NPO, so that maybe we can have some investor, and I think that will help, maybe to help also these children to fulfill their dreams.
Okay. Are you also looking at maybe in the future getting a hostel, a boarding school, to be able to keep some of these kids that are traveling from faraway places?
Definitely. Like we said, our motto here is education first. So we would like to have an academy or a structure that grooms both at the soccer field and also with their study. You understand? Because remember, soccer is a sport and we need to have a backup. Let's say if a child at a certain age get injured and it happened that he can't play soccer anymore, we want him to be able to carry with something else. That's why we put education as the first thing, and with that idea of putting the education as the first thing, we have this plan of having our home, our clubhouse, where we're gonna be having a dormitory where kids can be sleeping there, going to school, and then coming back. We also going to we are also trying to get also some tutor who can also give them extra lesson after
Like
classes.
life skills,
Yes.
for example.
Not only life skills, even help them with the homework, because these kids, we really need to look after them. As much we want them to be professional soccer player, we also want them to have that great mind to be able to deal not only with not only with everyday challenges, also their contract. With education you learn a lot. We don't want a child that is going to just sign a paper without even knowing the content of the paper. So we're trying to push as much as possible their education.
So obviously when you're looking at teaching them about contracts and so forth, it brings about the issue of sponsorship. How much of importance is sponsorship in this whole setup?
Definitely, any sport structure, I believe, even big teams, they need sponsor. And South Africa School of Soccer definitely needs sponsor. Yes. By having sponsor, we think also that we're going to cover some need that we have in our team.
Okay, and what is the vision for 2020?
The vision of 2020 is to try to improve from last year achievement, We have a couple of tournaments that we're gonna be playing this year. The first one is in France. We are looking forward to at least play the semi-final there, if not the final. Then we have a second tournament in Sweden, which is the Gocha Cup. That our target is also the final. I think now our big achievement is not only about the academy, is to have at least 4 or 5 of our boys getting contract.
Definitely.
Yes.
Clement, I think with the vision that you have, it looks like the future. It's great for your club. Thank you for your time and looking forward to speaking to you again.